Hello friends, we are here today to make this cute love and happiness card. I'm sorry, I'm still locked out of Facebook Live, so I'm going to come at you with a video on YouTube. So I'm not going to let that get me down. I'm still going to see my stamping friends. So at card class, we made these cute cards using the love and happiness stamp set, and they're super cool, and they use the embossing folder. Also, in the playlist, you'll have the videos to make these other two cards from card class. And all the information about class is on the video about this card. So we're just going to talk about this card right now. We are going to use the Love and Happiness hybrid embossing folder, as well as the Love and Happiness stamp set. So this is a whole bundle that's $45.75, and why it's hybrid is because you can use the embossing folder with the die at the same time. It's created to be used in conjunction with the embossing folder. How cool is that? All right, so, and Love and Happiness stamp set is fabulous. It's not just about Valentine's. In fact, it's mostly about anniversaries, weddings. There are Valentines. Basically, every love-themed stamp you can imagine is in here. Okay, so if you're looking for a good value and versatility, then you want to pick up Love and Happiness stamp set. And all these little sentiments fit in just the right places. Okay, so let's get started. This card I actually got as a swap from Susan Campfield. I loved it so much, I made it exactly like she did. All right, so we're going to start with a piece of thick basic white for our base. And I always use thick for the base of my card because it's more substantial than our basic white, and it's made for card bases. Okay, the basic white has its purposes, but this thick basic white is great for card bases. And then I'm going to take a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 of this silver paper. Now this is called Silver Foil Specialty Paper. It's in the annual catalog, and it comes in 3 colors: brushed silver, matte charcoal, and mirrored charcoal. So there's more than one flavor of silver, and there's 3 sheets of each. It's $10. So, and they're 12 by 12. So I've cut these down smaller. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use the lighter silver one just for fun. All right, we learned by trial and error at card class how to use our embossing folder, so you guys get to know how to do it. All right, so we're going to get our emboss machine, and what you're going to need is the number 1 plate, and this is the number 4 embossing plate. It's like $10, but you need it to use with these thicker folders. Okay, and there's a space for the die right in the folder. All right, and I'll show you the other dies. There's a cute sentiment die that we're going to use to cut out. There's more than one actually, but here are the other dies in the bundle. Fabulous set of dies. We've got a smaller heart, some leaves, and some other sentiments. Okay, so we're going to take our folder, and this is just a little thing that we learned. So we want the shiny side of the paper to face the Stampin' Up! Logo. Okay, so we're going to put it in, let me back this up a little bit so you can see. We're going to put it in with the shiny side of the paper. Needs, okay, first of all, the die needs to have the cutting edge facing you on the side that has the Stampin' Up! Logo. Okay, and then your shiny side needs to face the cutting edge. Okay, think about that, and just try to eyeball center it right here. Then we're going to flip it, and actually I did a good job centering it, so I'm not going to adjust. But if you did not, then you can always turn it over, shift it until it's centered nicely. Okay, then you're going to put this embossing plate on top and crank that through. And it's going to make the prettiest indentions on this silver foil. So nice. And it cuts out the heart. Now, I tried to do them separately because I didn't realize how the folder worked at first. And when you do that, if you run it back through to cut out the heart, then it smashes the paper down, right? So that's the greatest thing about this hybrid folder is it both cuts and embosses at the same time. And you've got this gorgeous heart left over. Okay, and the rest of this card is simple. So I do have some of this. I don't know if you remember this ribbon. It came the year before last in the Halloween suite. And it stuck around, which is fabulous. But we're going to use it as sort of like a layer of awesomeness. So you're going to take some adhesive and just smack it around your heart. Just kind of outline your heart here. And then we just take a little sliver of it and we're going to cover up this half of our heart. Just get it stuck down there. And we're going to cover this half of our heart. Okay? You don't have to be very careful here. And actually, I kind of overshot it a little bit there. So trim that down. Trim this down. And you can see that lovely stuff. Now, let's shift this over a tad. They didn't quite meet in the middle. And that just gives it a really fantastic some fantastic visual interest. All right, isn't that neat? And then we're going to use our Stampin' Seal to really get this layer stuck down. So we're going to be very generous with our Stampin' Seal here to get that stuck down really well. Don't be shy with it. All right, so it's going all the way around the edges here. And isn't that nice? Now we're going to pull out, I'm going to use the, let's see, I think I'll use the You're Engaged. Oh yes, I love that because I actually have someone that just got engaged. And I'm gonna send them this card. So we're gonna use basic gray. I think that it looks great with silver. Hopefully it fits in this little sentiment. I think it will. We'll see. It does. Okay. So we're gonna pop this up with dimensionals. Oh, I love this. It's so cute. And in our packet, so as you know with card class, if you put in a $35 or more, I think it's 30 or 35. I'll post it in on the YouTube and the information about the YouTube video. But you stick that down with dimensionals, but you get a packet of cards if you put your order in by tomorrow, by Monday. So Monday the 31st, I believe. So you definitely don't want to miss that. And then I went ahead and pre-cut out some of these cute little flowers with our dies. There's flower dies in there too. They kind of are floating around my craft room, but there's a bunch of really cute flower dies in there. So you want to see those. There's 4 of them. Here they are. I knew that die set was looking kind of thin. But those go in the dies too. And then you're going to fancy it up with some rhinestones. Because why not? We're going to put one on this end. And one on this end. Okay, and then because we have it and we can, we're going to stick this pretty heart. You could stick it on your envelope, although I'm not sure I would stick it on the envelope because it might catch on other pieces of mail. So stick it inside, and then you don't have to write very much. Or if you want to write a lot, you can stick it up in this section of the card. Okay? So again, it's the Love and Happiness Bundle 157-642 on page 11 in the catalog. You want to pick up a package of the silver foil paper as well as that bundle. And that should pop you right at the point to where you can get a free item with purchase because of celebration. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks.